My phone recorded my steps while I was still asleep. I noticed it when my alarm went off. Before I even sat up, a notification slid across the screen. Daily activity, summary available. That was normal. What wasn't normal was the number. 8,214 steps. I checked the time. Las 6:03 de la mañana. I hadn't left the bed. I assumed it was a syncing error. My phone sometimes lagged, especially after updates. I refreshed the app. The number stayed. The map view loaded next. A thin blue line traced a route through my neighborhood. Corners. I recognized a convenience store. The small park 2 blocks away. I had not gone anywhere the night before. I remembered that clearly. I checked the timestamp. The activity was logged between 1:12 a.m. and 3:47 a.m. I was asleep during that entire window. That day, I worked from home. I barely moved. When evening came, I checked the app again. New data had appeared. Tomorrow's date. The app showed projected activity, steps, heart rate, sleep cycles. It wasn't labeled as a forecast. It was logged as completed. The route on the map ended at a location I didn't recognize. A narrow street on the edge of town. No businesses, just houses. I tried to delete the entry. The app froze. At la 1:12 de la mañana, my phone vibrated. Activity, tracking, in progress. I sat up in bed. The step counter began to increase. 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. I wasn't moving. My heart rate spiked on the screen, then stabilized. The map view opened automatically. The blue line began tracing itself again. I watched my phone document a walk I was not taking. At 3:47 a.m., the tracking stopped. The next morning, I went to the location from the map. I don't know why. I told myself I just wanted to prove it was meaningless data. The street was quiet. Every house looked the same. Dark windows, closed doors. At the end of the route was one final marker. My name, not written anywhere physical, just the pin label on the map. That night, I left my phone in another room. I turned it off completely. At 6:03 a.m., I woke up. The phone was back on my nightstand. A notification waited. Daily activity summary available. The step count matched exactly how tired my legs felt. I don't check my activity app anymore. But sometimes, when I'm about to go somewhere new, I wonder if my phone already knows how it ends. The voice memo was dated tomorrow. I found it while clearing storage on my phone. An audio file I didn't remember recording. No title. Just a timestamp. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Las 2:31 de la mañana. I tried to play it. The progress bar moved, but there was no sound. Only static. I assumed the file was corrupted. I was about to delete it when the phone vibrated. Recording in progress. The screen showed the microphone icon. The timer was running. I wasn't speaking. I held the phone closer. The waveform moved. Spikes, pauses, as if someone were talking softly. I stopped the recording. The file saved. Automatically. Same timestamp. Tomorrow. I tried to play it again. Still nothing. That night, I slept poorly. At exactly 2:31 a.m., I woke up with a thought I couldn't place. A sentence on the tip of my tongue. The next morning, the file timestamp had changed. Now it read today. Primera. Pressed play. At first, there was only breathing. 10. My voice. Low. Low. Tirad. I don't think this is working anymore, it said. E felt cold. I hadn't said that, but I remembered thinking it. The audio cut off abruptly. A new file appeared beneath it. Dated tomorrow again. I didn't open it. Throughout the day, I kept remembering phrases out of nowhere. Short thoughts, half sentences. By evening, my head hurt. At 2:31 a.m., the recording started on its own. I watched the timer climb. The waveform moved in patterns I recognized. When it stopped, the file saved. I played it back immediately. This time, the audio was clear. My voice spoke calmly. If you're listening to this, you already know. The next part wouldn't play. I checked the file length. There were still 2 minutes remaining. The phone refused to play them. The next morning, I remembered finishing the sentence. I remembered sitting up in bed. holding the phone. Holding the phone, speaking slowly. When I played the file again, the final section unlocked. I need you to remember this before you forget again. I deleted every voice memo on my phone. That night, at 2:31 a.m., my phone buzzed. Recording complete. There was one file. No date, no timestamp. I don't record voice memos anymore, but sometimes, when I wake up with a clear thought, I don't remember thinking. I wonder where the recording is being stored now.